So, last time, we threw out this huge number, 14 million jobs. It's a number so big, it's almost hard to imagine. Well, today, we're going to make it real. We are going to show you exactly how all of those jobs connect to become one single, incredibly powerful system.
Because that's what it really comes down to, right? Where do you fit into this massive picture? This is where we pull back the curtain. We're giving you the actual coordinates, the exact timelines, and the living, breathing infrastructure that links every single one of those jobs together.
Welcome to the spine. Think of it as the nervous system that turns millions of individual workers into a single coordinated organism. And just like any living thing, it all starts by pulling energy right from the ground beneath our feet.
Every massive project has a starting point, and this one, it begins deep inside the Earth, on the West Coast, where raw potential is literally pulled from the ground. This kicks off a chain reaction that's going to stretch across the entire continent. And believe me, it starts with a bang. On Monday, February 3rd, 6 a.m. sharp, Eastern Time, the Los Angeles Extraction HQ goes live. It oversees the mining of a staggering 120,000 tons of raw rare earth materials. And that's not per month. That's every single week. This isn't some goal for the future. This is the reality on day one.
Just look at the speed, the rhythm here. This is not some slow, careful test run. It's a perfectly synchronized cascade of action. LA kicks it all off, and in just 9 days, the entire West Coast corridor, from the mines in California all the way up to the ports in Alaska, becomes this humming, fully operational machine. Each new hub clicks on precisely when it needs to, ready to handle the materials from the one before it.
And here's that processing cascade in action. You see, the raw material is always moving, flowing north, and getting transformed at every single stop. It gets pre-processed up in Alaska, packed into containers in Portland, processed again in Seattle, and then finally refined into these high-tech components down in San Francisco. It's like a 1,000-mile-long assembly line, all timed to perfection. Okay, so the West Coast is buzzing, turning rocks into refined materials. But how does all that value get to the rest of the country? For that, we've got to move inland, right to the heart of the network, where a critical decision gets made every single day.
Denver. This is the pivot point, the decision point. Think of it like a grand central station, but instead of people, it's for the building blocks of our entire economy. Everything from the West Coast converges right here, and this is where the system's intelligence makes its first big strategic call. Where does all this stuff go next?
And here's the genius of it, the three-way split. From Denver, materials get routed with absolute precision. The main artery shoots north, feeding the manufacturing backbone in Chicago. Another stream heads south to Houston, where it integrates with energy and specialty chemicals. And the third flow goes east to Memphis, the logistics titan for the entire southern half of the country. And you can really see the different personalities of these hubs. Chicago is the industrial heartland, where raw potential is forged into actual products, creating over 24,000 jobs. But Memphis and Houston, they aren't just support centers, no way. They are command nodes, the nerve centers that coordinate the flow of goods and energy across entire regions.
All right, so we've seen how stuff is dug up, processed, and built. But a system this massive, this complex, it doesn't just run itself. Who's making the big picture decisions? Well, that brings us to the strategic layer of the spine, the command network. Over on the East Coast, the physical supply chain connects with the political and intellectual centers of power. The New York hub is basically a translator. It turns all this operational data into clear briefings for Congress and the administration. At the exact same time, Boston's R&D hub is making sure the system is always getting smarter, feeding new innovations right back into the factory lines in Chicago. It's a constant, powerful feedback loop of progress. This quote from the source material is absolutely essential to understanding the whole idea here. This isn't some rigid, top-down dictatorship. It's designed to work like a living organism, like a swarm, where every single part is sensing its environment, adapting, and contributing to the whole mission. And at the very, very top of this organism, we find its brain, Greenland Peak. This is the final destination for all the network's information. It's the central hub that sees the entire operation as it happens, in real time, providing the strategic oversight for everything we've just walked through. And this is how it all comes together. Each major corridor funnels its unique output, raw materials, logistics data, energy, strategic intel. All of it flows north to Greenland Peak.
This gives the brain a complete up-to-the-minute picture of the entire continental operation, which allows it to adapt and coordinate with incredible speed.
So, we've traced the path, we've seen the structure. Now it's time for the proof, the hard numbers, the real jobs, and the timeline that makes this whole system a concrete reality.
And let's be crystal clear about this. This isn't just a project for the big coastal cities or the industrial heartland. The plan puts a hub in all 50 states. Every single one has a defined role with its coordinates locked in. And get this, 75% of these new jobs are going to rural areas. This touches every corner of the country. The activation isn't a slow trickle. It is an exponential surge. In the first week alone, over 17,000 jobs come online. By the end of the second week, as those major manufacturing and command hubs fire up, that number more than doubles. This is momentum you can actually see and measure.
And here it is, the bottom line for Phase 1. In just 15 days, nearly 38,000 direct jobs are active, staffed, and coordinating in real time across the entire country. These aren't just promises on a piece of paper. These are operational realities, verified by strategists and engineers.
So, a plan this huge, this ambitious, it raises some big questions. Let's hit the three most important ones, the same questions Congress is asking right now. First up, where are the jobs? The answer is simple. It's definitive. They're everywhere. All 50 states, every single region is wired into this network. The map is drawn, the locations are locked, nobody gets left behind.
All right, next question is about speed. We live in a world of endless delays and budget overruns. So, how fast can something this massive actually happen?
The timeline is incredibly aggressive because the plan is designed to activate everything at once, not one piece at a time. The system goes live on day 1. The core network is fully up and running in just 15 days, and the entire system is designed to hit full capacity in an unbelievable 90 days.
And finally, the question every good strategist asks, what's the failsafe? What happens if a critical link in this continent-spanning chain snaps? Well, the answer is built right into the design. The spine is built for resilience. Its corridors are redundant. If one slows down, the others automatically compensate. It doesn't fail because it's not a single fragile chain. It's a distributed, intelligent organism that works as one.